I would tell you to tell him to go get. Hey, what is going on, you dead set legends? Welcome to another edition of Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling live stream in the world. It's definitely the most interactive. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler, and as always, I'm your Melbourne Cup 2019. Oh,
Has that lost a handle, or was it always just a single sider?
No. It lost the handle when I went to England and they lost my bag. Remember when I saw you after Arm Wars?
Okay.
And it snapped off. I've got the other handle here somewhere.
It adds character to the trophy, I guess.
That's right. So
Right.
I might auction that off, because auctioning off anything of mine happens to be gold. Is going absolutely nuts. Before I say hi to everyone in the comments, let's say hi to. How do we describe this man? You're cancelled. You're not cancelled. We hate you. We love you. You're allowed to do what you want on your channel. You're not allowed to do whatever on your channel. Who bloody knows? But you know what? We sit here with a big bloody smile on our face, and I have got my good friend Ryan Blue Bowen. Ryan, how are you, my good friend?
Man, I'm really well. This is the one place that I enjoy going live. Whenever there's drama, Jake, I'm like, all right, if I'm going live with anyone, it's with Jake. All right. I'm well, man. I'm well.
Well, you know, we'll probably go back and forth, because I really want to focus on AWE. I really want to focus on your big match with Artem Taranenko, and I really want to see, like, if you are genuinely bloody cursed when it comes to people coming to Australia. But before we say hi to everyone, why don't we? How have your last? sorry. This guy's name.
Very good.
All right. How have your last 72 hours been?
Mate, you know, I think people might be surprised by it. It's actually been rather uplifting, to be honest. Like I like, if I'm completely just honest with my mood and that, I found it quite. First of all, I didn't realize how crazy it was going to go, because, like, if we reflect very quickly on the nutshell of the timeline, Engen made his community post saying, I kindly asked for everyone not to go live. I chatted with him privately, messaged him. We disagreed, and the conversation stalled. Like, we were just talking about the value of live commentary. And he basically said, look, you're not going to convince me. And it was pretty clear that there was no way going in that conversation. And then I got blocked. And then I was surprised. I was like, oh my goodness, he blocked me because we disagreed on live streaming value. I hadn't declared to him or anything at that stage whether I was going to go live or not. And then I made the Reddit post that, it looks like I've been blocked. And I think that got under his skin more than anything. And then he went ballistic a little bit. And that ballistic side of things came after I made another really, what I thought was a very respectful community post. I really thought about it, expressed how much gratitude I have for all that Engen's done and all that Engen's doing, and my continued support of East vs West and all this kind of stuff. And I even said, given the stress that he's under, because I could see at the time he was thinking I was behind a whole bunch of trolls and that I was doing all this stuff. It was hilarious to me. And I was like, what? Anyway, okay. I spoke to a few people in the arm wrestling world, and they'd expressed genuine concern for me that Engen's anxiety and stress was at a point where he was at breaking point. So I was like, okay, all right. We've pushed this one enough. I'll let him know in a community post very respectfully that I'll sit this one out, despite I still very much think it. And I asked for him to take some good data, collect some good data, so we could compare notes, and we'd, for the next one after that, get an affiliate link or something so we could promote. And then I thought that was an olive branch, but then he woke up with I woke up to the crocodile tears videos, which just made me like, oh my goodness, you serious? He thought I was backpedaling and all sorry, and that I think he said I verbally got beaten up over the phone. He's referring to a phone call from Devin Larratt, I'm pretty sure, where Devin and I just chatted about what was going on and trying to find a peaceful solution. So it's funny that his interpretation was beat up over the phone. But anyway, so then I put my point out because I was like, well, enough's enough. I'm not gonna sit here and just be ridiculed by Engen. And what the crux of it for me, in terms of just the personal argument that happened, was all because he doesn't handle well, or he doesn't understand the internet culture, doesn't understand the math behind it. That when there's 100,000 people watching the sport, only takes 0.1% to have 100 people troll you. And in a subject where it was a 50-50 divide over whether it was value or not, when he dug in so hard, he made himself so vulnerable. So I've been through the evolutions of learning about how to not make yourself so ridiculously vulnerable. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm certain I've been trolled more than anyone. Maybe not anyone. Maybe Michael. I don't know, but it's close. It's either me or Michael.
That's you. You've overtaken him.
There you go. So
yeah, I predicted at the start of, I think it was 2021 or 2020. I had a prediction saying that you would become the most hated arm wrestler on the planet.
There you go. There should have been a market for that. If that had been on Sportsbet or something like that, you could have invested
that was
in that.
Paid like $1.05. There was nothing in it. That was a surefire bet. That was yeah. But I just quickly want to thank my YouTube Patreon and YouTube Patreon bangers. For as little as 50 cents a week, you're really helping out the Aussie Arm Wrestler. And every single dollar goes back into the channel, and you have no idea the effect positively you guys have been having as that rolls on. And we'll quickly say hi to everyone, because everyone wants to say hi to you, Ryan, there, because you're not, because, lately it's just getting strong in the gym, focusing on being a better athlete. You want to climb that ladder. You're sick of being a YouTuber that does arm wrestling. You want to be an arm wrestler. So I think people just are happy that you've gone live, so we can have a chat. So all these, I mean, look at the names; they're still rolling on.
Yeah, I'd love to say g'day and thank you to everyone in the chat as well. The community is freaking cool. It is part of why I love the sport, the online community, and the live commentary stuff is freaking awesome. I've had some of the best fun I've had has been in live commentary.
Oh, absolutely. Right, let's fire through them all. White Wolf, you dead set legend. He's in here. Buddy Hale, Stizzy with a ready bang. Saludos from Jesus. Muscle Bike is Butter Bing. SCP just letting me know gold is brittle, Jake. Don't know what he means by that. Megatron, Aussie ready bang. I'm here for Ryan Bowen and Aussie. That's good because we're the only two on here. Spermies in the chat. Keith McElroy is in there. Tall Paul Hutchings says, Ryan, Bowen.
Hey, Jake, did you see? I don't know if you saw my Instagram. Sorry to interrupt the chat there. I verified my height for the internet. Like,
yes.
like legit. I stood on. I got a video. You can see me standing barefoot. This big sliding thing just sends down, hits me in the head, and says 185.8 centimeters. So there we go. We've put one of the things to rest.
Yeah, doesn't someone owe you $1,000 now? Didn't someone challenge you that
someone does? Yeah, it was about 6 months ago. A dude said he'd give me $1,000 if I could prove I was over 6 foot because he was sure I was 5'11" at best. So, yeah.
Oh, that just makes me smile.
But it was good fun.
Smile. Then what else have we got? Hey, fellas from Don't Tread on Me, Jeremiah in the house. What else have we got? Josh Barker's in the chat. Adam and Sam Burnett pulled, and he couldn't pull through Sam, says Josh. So talking about Adam. What else have we got?
That was after the tournament, so it could have been any degree of like fatigue variation. We don't know. Obviously, they both lost, so they both took 2 losses. But yeah, it's a factor. Sam's a pretty strong dude, though. But yeah, I can pull through Sam.
Yeah, hopefully he had a good hit out at Armors. Ready bang, ready kitty bang bang.
Hey Drew, you mate.
What else have we got? Okay, yeah. we won't go into like threatening and killing and things like that. I just want to say hi to everyone. Tony Farina.
Who's threatening me? Wanted to kill me?
No. Someone that didn't like live streaming might have rang Evan Burgoyne over a thumbnail and threatened to kill him. And
yeah.
Tony Farina says, Ryan, I got you back all the way. Never give up. You're a true inspiration.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, man. It's Jake, you asked me the question, how was the last 72 hours? And I kind of I derailed that by going through the facts. How I have been in the last 72 hours is it's been quite uplifting. Weirdly, you wouldn't expect it to be, but have been an attempt to be cancelled by someone as prominent as Engen in the community. You wouldn't think it would be uplifting, but it's weirdly felt good. It's motivated me to be like, all right, that's cool, that's fine. You do what you got to do. That's fine. Watch this space, and it's motivated me to be like, no, it's given me renewed energy to be like, all right, not only am I going to continue my climb as an arm wrestler, but my YouTube channel is going to evolve, and I'm going to put some different direction towards it in terms of where I put my production time and value. And and it motivated me. So I'm like, oh, I didn't expect that silver lining, but oh well, there it is.
And that is true, guys. Ryan and I have been speaking every day since this has all been kicking off. And and he's not faking it for the show. He's actually been in a really good mood. This is one thing I love about the internet. We've got I made a fan video about both Bowen and Jake Solange. And then the next comment is the real Marcus Thompson. I mean, Marcus is that big now. He's got fakies.
That makes sense, because I saw a comment the other day, and it obviously wasn't the real Marcus Thompson. There was a Marcus Thompson comment on my channel. I'm like, that's a weird comment from Marcus. I'm like, is he like double layering sarcasm here? Because I know Marcus well, and I'm like, doesn't sound like Marcus, but there we go. It makes sense. Marcus is getting that big that he's got the double accounts going.
Yeah, that's how good Marcus is. Keith is saying, what's up, Big Bowen? Have a drink on me, guys. Ready, freaking bang. Thanks, Keithy. Really appreciate it, mate. What else have we got? Hari is saying hi. Hello, the Candyman. He's a funny guy, Scotty. He's a real funny guy. Juju Mugu with the super chat. Thanks, mate. Says F. Engen. Kudos to Bowen for standing up to the Buckloff Bandit. Engen puts Kim Kardashian to shame. It's all about Engen all the time. He's the selfless victim, all about arm wrestling, but it's okay with attacking fans, disagree, and criticize. We won't go too much into that. We'll bounce back and forth. I really want to push AWE, guys. We're going to talk about that once I get through the chat, because big things happening. But thank you very much, Juju. Everyone knows where Ryan and I stand, and Ryan and I, we're pure bloods. We won't be bullied, whether it's on the camera or off the camera. We're doing our things our way. If we believe it's the right thing to do, we will continue to do it. But we're always willing to listen and learn and things like that. So really appreciate it. Dudes, I'm all fine, you guys trolling Ryan and I, but if you start bringing our married ones into it, I'll block you from the channel. Have a crack at us. Don't have a crack at our wives. Already unhid you, mate, to help you out, and then you go make stupid shit like that. I'm not going to name and shame you because I'm in a good mood. Okay, have I said hi? I'm just here for WrestleMania. Thanks heaps, mate. That's this weekend. Spermies, Ryan, you just keep giving me reasons for upping my respect game for you. That delusional baton has definitely been passed to Engen. Stay strong. Really appreciate the super chat. Mate, Spermies, you're a really good dude. What's up, all, says Atlantis. So we'll bounce back and forth, but mate, are you, I don't know the best way to ask this. Why can't you get people to come pull you in Australia? Why does everything go wrong?
Well, it's
years.
The curse is somewhat real in the sense of if you're just going off the data, yeah, like it's difficult. How far do we have to go back? Like if we work in reverse order.
The original you versus Rob Vidgen.
Rob Vidgen, Božidar Simeonov. Who was the next one that I tried? Then it gets up to probably Chance, and then Todd, and then I announced Michael Todd's involvement, and he blows his bicep. Like
we're not laughing that Michael blew his bicep. We're laughing at the timeline.
Literally 6 hours after I announced his involvement in the next AWA, he blew his bicep. So,
I couldn't believe it. I was in Dubai and I was watching it, and I did my live commentary on yours and the AWE event because I love Matt and I love Dave. I love what you three are working together to build. I want to be a part of it. But yeah, I was just like, oh, you're on the commentary. Oh, and once Michael Todd, he's coming to AWE. And like the event was over. And I think by the time I had lunch, someone sent me, oh, did you see Michael Tory's bicep? I was like,
yeah, it's phenomenal. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, okay, all right. And I think Rebecca messaged me with the first message before she told me what had happened. She was like, dude, you're seriously cursed. What's going on? And I'm like, why? And he's like, Michael's just blown his bicep. Anyway.
Yeah. Big respect to Ryan for standing firm. #AWE. Thank you very much, Muscle Bike. So, I love that you're honouring Jordan Sill's trip to Australia with a match with Lachlan. You know, you can get a lot of stick, but it doesn't have to be straight away. But if you have said something, with my experience with you over the last 3 or 4 years, you've always backed up what you said. You know what I mean? Like you said, if anyone wins 10 backers, you get a free trip to Australia.
I'm excited for that. And the main delay on that was that he's unvaccinated as well. And for when we went to organise that, we're like, oh well, we can't even do it. You're not allowed in Australia. And likewise, how I'm not allowed in the USA still. But that's all been cleared up now. So now he can travel to Australia as an unvaccinated member of the world.
Go Jordan! I like him even more.
Yeah, yeah. So he'll pull Lachlan. I'll pull Adam. It should be a good card.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
We'll go through the rest of the card. I did find it funny when like Chance pulled out and Todd pulled out. It was so funny because everyone was like trying to be a knight in shining armor. And it's like, that's okay, Ryan. I'll come pull you. And I was a bit like, okay, pay for your own trip then. Don't just try and get a free trip to Australia. Pay for your own trip. So you are looking after Artem. I don't want to put out any false rumors there. You're putting out to it. But why Artem and why now?
Yeah, okay. Artem and I have had a similar timeline and story in the sport. We've known each other since 2014. We've both walked a similar path in the YouTube arm wrestler sense. I'm good buddies with Artem because of that, because of that ability to relate, and he's jacked as fuck right now. So all of a sudden, I think it's a match because I was my body weight was always a little bit bigger than him. I've always thought that I'm a slightly taller, slightly heavier version of a very similar arm wrestler. We move very similarly. So I think with Artem all of a sudden getting jacked and strong, I think it's leveled the playing field in that where that was a gap. So to me, all of a sudden, I'm like, no, it's actually an appropriate match in respect to our levels. I think it's a good match. Plus, he's a hard worker. I know he'll promote the event, so there's that value to it. There's all of what he brings in terms of social media is awesome, which, as we know, is a major factor to the success of the event. And yeah, I think it'll be good fun.
I think it'll be great fun. I think the storytelling and everything will be good. I like the history for you too, because like back in the day, there were like 4 arm wrestling YouTube channels. There was Arm Wrestling TV, Hand Control Worldwide, Ryan Bowen, and Top Roll King. Like before this massive post-COVID explosion. So, yeah, you guys are like the OG of the arm wrestling, and yeah, you've shared it. You had the top 8. You had the top bottom 8, I should say. Artem pulled at the bottom 8, didn't he?
Yeah, I beat him in the final.
Yeah. The best. Like it's quite funny because you beat the ultimate troll master in Chris Gobby. He's the OG when it comes to trolling. Then you beat Evan in probably one of the most rewatched matches in history. Everyone shares it.
My favorite match of all time.
And then you beat Artem in the final. Quickly, Megatron, you dead set legend. Says Roman Reigns will beat Cody Rhodes. Sorry, Ozzy. Sorry, Bowen. I know Bowen's a big fan of wrestling. Oh, that's funny because he's not. I love it, and I can't wait for this weekend. Thanks, Megatron, but you are wrong. It's Alex. Hi, Ozzy. Loving the stream. And Ryan, great to meet you at training in Adelaide. A few weeks ago.
Yeah, I had a good time down there at AWE1. I got to group up with the Adelaide crew afterwards, the day after, and man, I was sore because of Matai Urangi, but yeah, it was good fun. Good guys.
Oh, yeah. I've been Adelaide twice, and they've been nothing but awesome for me. And we've got 168 votes, Ryan, in the poll, and 51% are leaning to Artem.
There you go. So like that points to it being an interesting match right there. That's a fairly fascinating reflection on it, and like it's an interesting question because if like when Artem and I pulled in 2018, I wouldn't have based on that I wouldn't have set a match for us again because I beat him 3-0 fairly comfortably when I had a really hard match just 5 minutes before. And he had an easy match. So I think there was a gap between us. But seeing his results now, he's number 1 in USA on left hand at 210, and on right he's pushing up there as well. And he's jacked as hell, as I said, and happy to talk about it. And so he'll come in as big as he can, and I think the gap's going to be about 5 to 10 pounds at most between the two of us by the time he gets here. So it's a 50-50 opinion amongst the viewers of the sport and the fans of the sport. Makes sense to me. I can see why it would be like that. Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. It will be.
Is this almost like a reset button? Because you were like, you're always aiming for the top. You're always wanting to smash people. The weight cut was way too much for Coach Ray. So that happened. Zurab's just Zurab. Guy is an animal. Is this like a reset? And it's no disrespect to Artem, but it's like, okay, let's drop a little bit lower. Let's get some runs on the board, and then we're getting. Or will you beat Artem and then pull John Brzezinski at AWE 3?
It is somewhat of a reset. And again, as you said, it's no disrespect to Artem, but he's definitely. He's not the same. He's not me reaching up as far as I possibly could, like when I was going to face Todd Hutchins. It's a match where all of a sudden I'm the favorite in a lot of people's eyes, and 51% think Artem's going to win. But it's obviously a closer match. I think that as an arm wrestler, where I'm at in the physical training sense, it's like I've had a bunch of hard matches. I mean, my last victory was against Bogdan Stoica, who is no slouch, but I've had some tough ones. Matai Urangi was strong, the big dude. So I think that it will feel really nice to grip someone of Artem's level and not be stretched to my absolute limit. I think we'll see more technical arm wrestling, and that reset button is somewhat of a platform for me to launch from. If I lose to Artem, it'll be credit to him that he's gained more than I anticipated, because in my head I do feel I am the favorite. I feel like, as I said before, I'm a slightly taller, slightly bigger version of a very similar style arm wrestler, and I think that puts the onus on him to have to get a decisive quick pin, which I don't think he can do. If the match stops, I get the control, and as we saw last time we faced, it was once I got control, he bleeds out. The reset button from there will move forwards. And I'll start climbing again. But yeah, I don't know how it will be Brzenka. We'll see.
Yeah, but I know you like climbing the ladder, but the problem is you don't take one step at a time. You try and treat your ladders like elevators, and you level 20.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't want to see level 10. I'm at level 20.
This has been one of the things that's frustrated a lot of people is because, and it kind of links back into all the whole being cancelled thing, because I am immune to the need to have an organization. I don't need East vs West. I don't need WAL. I don't need any organization because I have this amazing platform and community where I'm just like, no, I'm just going to keep training. And look, I can always ring up someone and say, hey, you want a all expenses paid trip to Australia, and I'll pay you $500 to have a match, and we can put another 500 on the table for the winner. I can always do that because that's the method. So yeah, I've always picked matches that are the highest and most difficult match that I can handle, that will be within the realm of not so difficult that I don't learn anything from it. Because you know those matches where if they're just too strong, you don't actually feel anything. You don't actually get anything. So I've always been stretching myself to that limit where I'm like, okay, look, there's a very small target that I can hit there and maybe win the match. More likely, I'm just going to learn an awesome lesson that's going to drag me up to my end goal faster.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, for let me get to that in a moment. I just want to thank Buddy Hale. He's been a member for 2 months. And he's using his shoot cap. For some reason, doesn't come up on my thing, but he's like, good luck, Ryan. I'm sure you'll win. Ready, bang.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
All righty. Okay. Can we? I just got to get rid of someone. I got to let the chat catch up.
All good, man.
I gave you a warning, buddy. I gave you a warning. Where's your stupid, dumb messages? Told you not to speak about other people's wives. If someone can get rid of him, that would be cool. That would be cool. William, you got to go, buddy. You got to go. Tease us. That's fine. Don't tease. Yeah. Sorry, William. You got to go, buddy. Don't be talking about other people's wives. Talk about Ryan. Talk about me. Whatever. But that's it. So if someone can get rid of him. JH Pipe Fitting. Bowen, 4-2 over Arden. Been a member for almost a year. My man. He's got the longest bloody YouTube name in the world. But it's good. But yeah, but like, you've got to reach for the top. Like, I don't understand why you get so much hate. Maybe it doesn't sit with, maybe I'm just not understanding. Because when I did my first podcast, ironically, with you all those years ago, my goal was to be back then it was WAL, to be a commentator, to be a presenter at WAL. And now it's, no one was like, oh, you're delusional for thinking that. So I don't know why it's you. Like, why you?
I don't know. I'm because I'm pretty extreme in the sense that I will declare it when asked, and I'll declare it with a straight face, and I won't back down. And then I don't. When I fail to hit the target, in my head I'm like, it's really fine. It was a target. I aimed for it, I missed it, but I'm getting closer. Because I then just immediately rinse and repeat and go again. I think it baffles some people that I keep on doing it. But look, at the end of the day, I don't know if I make it to my goal. Let's say I do become a world champion. What do you think the community will do? Like the community that laughed, and will they become fans, or will they just go quiet, or what will the story be? I don't actually know. Like I'm just doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep training, trying to get better, and
it goes in levels. I can tell you exactly what it is. I will do a live stream, providing all the suicide watch phone numbers for every country in the world. Second, there'll be hardly anyone in my live stream because the internet will go mega quiet. Then the excuses will come out. PEDs, the guys were injured. If say it was a tournament, only would have won if that guy wasn't in a battle, blah, blah, blah. and then it'll go down from there. I'm hoping that people just go, damn it, the bloody bugger did it. The bastard did it. So it'll be really it'll be really intriguing. It'll be really intriguing. But what people need to do as well, like to ensure that they follow the journey, guys. Let me just quickly share something with share screen. I love me share screens. But just quietly, if you head over to the Alpha Room, who's that?
How good's that?
Who's that there? You want to know the power of the delusion? You can hire that video. And look at that, he's next to his buddy as well. Hey. So there you go. If you want to have a fun video from Ryan, head over to the Alpha Room, you dead set legends.
You reckon Engens rented that one?
Sorry. How funny was that me?
I must send a gift card to the Alpha Room for him for Christmas or something. I might do.
Wow! Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Jordan Sill and Lachlan. Finally, Lachlan. I shouldn't say finally. It's the second AWE. Lachlan versus Jordan Sill. You've really thrown Jordan Sill under the bus because I think Lachlan
gonna crush him.
Yeah.
Well, that's the pressure is on Lachlan to crush him. He's aware that Jordan Sill's hand is particularly amazing. He's got a big hand and is known for control, preventing people slipping, all that sort of stuff. But Lachlan, if we just look at Lachlan's results beating Austin Jaggers, it beat Austin Jaggers and it looked pretty comfortable. And Austin, I think, would be the favorite over Jordan Sill without doubt, given what he's just done as well. So Lachlan is definitely the favorite in this one. Jordan is excited about it, though. Speaking to Jordan, as soon as I offered that match to him, he was like, yes. And he was like, I'm going to be ready for this and be prepped as he can be. So I expect Jordan Sill to come out swinging, and I think he knows that there's nothing to lose for him in this. I think he understands that Lachlan is the favorite. But Lachlan, like myself, Lachlan has had so many amazingly difficult matches. He's taken on so many friggin' megastars in a row. His last three matches in a row was Todd Hutchins, Sandris, and Irakli. So he's had. This is somewhat of a reset button for him in terms of opponents and results and all sorts of stuff. So Lachlan will look to make a decisive, controlled victory over Jordan Sill.
Yeah, I think it's great. So it's July 1st now. Is that correct?
Yes. For the USA audience, it will be July 1st. For those of us here in Australia, it'll be Sunday, July 2nd. But it'll be Saturday, July 1st for the USA audience. Probably around this time is when it will all kick off and go down. Yeah.
And whereabouts is it?
It's going to be on the historic Adelaide Oval. Yeah. So for those who are non-Australians, that's one of the premier sporting ovals for sports like cricket and AFL. It's an international standard stadium. It's going to be part of
50,000-60,000 in there as well.
Yeah, 50,000-60,000 in there. We're not expecting that turnout, but you never know.
Oh my god! If Ryan sold out a $60,000, 60,000 people sports stadium, oh wow!
But we're working in conjunction once again with a mixed martial art promoter. And so we will be in the cage once again, as we were for AWE 1. I loved the production of AWE 1 in terms of the crew, their ability with instant replays live and all sorts of stuff was the best I've seen. And so we'll that'll change. Don't worry. That will not happen again.
Yeah,
that will not happen again. That is the first thing that I've addressed.
Yeah, I was like,
it'll be.
I didn't like the reffing, but I liked that Dave and Matt were trying something different. Let's try something different. So, okay, it didn't work. So that's why I'm not like dunking on it and shitting on him. Like I told him that. Yeah.
Yeah. Marcus Thompson, just he made a comment there saying, do it at nighttime with the lights. The only problem, Marcus, is time zones in our American viewing audience. It makes it very difficult to do it under the lights. Like if we wanted to do it under lights, we'd be doing it at sort of 2 a.m. local time here. And it's hard to get access to the Adelaide Oval at 2 a.m. and all that stuff. So for the moment, unfortunately, it will be a daytime event for us in ground, but we'll work to improve the visuals and to make it look more spectacular.
Yeah, and speaking of spectacular, another ginger in the chat says it looked like a quality event. Tim Talmadge just dropping some hints here. Says need a good ref over there. Hey, I know a guy.
There you go.
Irving Brown. See this guy here, Ryan? Very nice guy. You know what he did?
What did he
do? He was the comment that set Engen off in one of the live.
Oh, really?
Really nice guy.
Poor Irving got teed off on, eh?
He did. He did. He didn't mean to like what he was just, and it wasn't an aggressive thing, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, that's been one of the issues is it's been very difficult to have conversations.
Oh, here
Uncle
we go.
John.
Like, yeah, this guy. I just sent him $1,000 today. He goes, "You two have ruined arm wrestling." Great work, dinguses. Well, at least you've got the guts, John, to use your own YouTube and not send your trolls everywhere. But hope you had a good show on Table Monkeys, Uncle John. They got the Cobra Classic this weekend, which is an East versus West qualifier. Some really good names have already qualified for the event. Pavlo Dervadenyev will be there this weekend, and he's going to smash some names. Now, like in all respects, I'm looking forward to Ryan versus Artem. Jordan versus Lachlan, and the one match, Guntis, Marcus and Mirai.
Yes.
Those don't know, Guntis is Georgian. Is he Georgian?
Latvian. He's a former Latvian super heavyweight champ. He's won the European super heavyweight title, and he finished as high as I think 4th in a worlds for the super heavyweights at his best.
And destroyed. He broke my heart at AWE 1 and destroyed Mario Tambakis. Destroyed him. But then on the other side, he's one of the Brisbane 8, one of the biggest.
The king, we would call him, the king of the Brisbane 8, Marcus Atiro.
He is definitely the king of the Brisbane 8.
No, I'm more the jester. But Marcus is the king of the Brisbane 8. Without a doubt, that man is the king. I am surprised, and I agree. That's for the heavyweight title as well. So there's the belt on the line. Gunter this is his first title defense. That I agree. That steals the show, and the international arm wrestling world may not know these guys well yet, but like if you ask anybody in the Oceanic region, it's like, oh, what this is. We've been waiting to see Marcus arrive in the sport. We've been waiting to see Marcus just come out and beat someone big. Devin Larratt spoke so highly of Marcus when he visited. When he visited Australia in 2017, let's say 2018, he gripped Marcus, who had never been on the table, and he walked away and said, "That's the strongest novice I've ever felt in my life." He's in that category of guy. Marcus is different. He at AWE 1, Marcus obliterated 2 of Australia's best arm wrestlers. He obliterated them.
Adam Laura, who's one of the most exciting super match pools in Australia, and Lachlan Carpenter, who was an up-and-comer, and Marcus said, back away, not made, just go lead air. He said, not a chance. Get away, young fella.
I trained with Marcus last night, and I'm like, we was talking strategy, and he said to me, I said to him, look, the winner of this match, you and Gunther's, you're going to get a shot at Mateu Rangi for the Intercontinental. So Marcus is officially representing Tahiti. That's his home name. So, so we got Tahiti versus Latvia in this one. But I said to him, the winner's getting Mateu Rangi, and he said to me, I don't just want to beat Gunther's. I want to destroy Gunther's. I want to literally just throw him to the side of the table. Like I'm going hard. And I'm like, yes, Marcus. If he does that, if he does that, Marcus is immediately relevant on the international stage at a very high level if he does what he's aiming for.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope it's going to be a mega one. I've got an athlete I'd like to suggest for AWE in the future. Okay. Very, very excited about that. You know the person. You've actually booked him before at an old school arm fight event. But Silky Wilkie, what's going on, you dead set legend? Thank you for the big super chat. He says, can we get a pay-per-view event featuring live commentary? Gather the best commentators around the world to compete by describing a world sport of their choosing. Like football, after 10 minutes, they can be rated on by points and cadence and elucidation. Mate, I would love it. Me, Ryan, Travis, Neil, Uncle John, and I have like a timer, and everyone, or we all talk about the same thing. Who else would you have in there, Ryan?
You could put in people like Derek Smith. You could put in who else is live commentating these days?
It's not so much live commentating. I just want the best talkers. I want the best talkers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, for me, Travis is my favorite voice in arm wrestling. I love the sound of Travis' voice. I honestly, it just.
Go on, do it.
Hey, man. It's Travis Bajan here. You know I'm the baddest man in this game. You don't want a piece of this. Trust me, you invite me to that competition, it's over. Just pay me the check right now.
Young man. Everyone, hey, young man. He's I love Travis. I don't know how people can hate Travis. I don't get it. He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
He is. Yeah. I know his son is more brilliant. That's the problem for Travis's son. And I love it for Travis that his son is doing so well in American football. But man, I'd give anything for Travis to see it through and be all that he could be, because he would be a superstar in not just. I mean, he already has been a superstar of the sport on the table, but he could be a superstar entity as a media, as a dude.
Yeah. Well, he stole the show. Buddy, not Tyson, but Travis stole the show at the NFL Combine. They interviewed Travis and they put an arm wrestling table on the field. And he was like, young man, yeah, let me take the microphone. You won't be needing this. And then, and then he's on the table and he's like, yeah, and that's how you do it. But this is what happens most matches. And then he takes him down and pins him. Travis could be the kind of guy I'd have over for dinner, and I would just be smiling at him. He'd be like, Ozzy, man, I love chatting to you. Young man, can you pass me the salt? Pass me the salt, young man. And I'd be like, just looking at him going,
yeah, exactly.
Man,
exactly.
I need to salt these peppers. And I'd just be absolutely pissing myself laughing.
Yeah, it brings the most simple things to life in a unique manner. But yeah.
Young man, Ozzy, get over here and let me pop that pimple. Oh yeah, sure. Where, Travis? Yep, cool. Whatever. he would be brilliant. Jonathan Mitchell, what's going on, Johnny? It's nice picture there of Fedor Emelianenko. He says, Ryan, would you beat Coach Ray in a rematch right now? If so, when would be the rematch? Keep going, mate.
The rematch will come in the form of Coach Ray and I on a practice table when we happen to be at the same event. We won't have a match again. We've gone in opposite directions of weight. I think Coach Ray is like at 85 kilos and I'm at 100. I was actually 100. I'm quite light at the moment. I reached 102.5 this morning. So we're heading in opposite directions. It's a different thing. Would I beat him? All I can say is I would do better now than I did last time, given that I'm not dehydrated and 89 kilos. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. How you going, performance enhancing pancakes? He's just been getting a bit too busy for all of us. His channel's doing too well. He's too cool for us now. Oh, here we go. Doc says my right arm should be good enough for Ryan any day now. And still butchered, but he's like, I'll still take you.
Man, Michael, I would be so scared about breaking you again. You don't want a piece of it. You don't want a piece of it, Michael. Please don't do it, because I would hate to literally end your career by ripping it off again. so but I love it.
And Michael, awesome. April 14th to April 15th, 25-hour live podcast. Want you and Rebecca to come on.
Could you imagine if Michael and I did throw down though? And imagine a double Kings move scenario.
Double Kings move are the top two hatest arm wrestlers on the planet. They both get called delusional. I don't think I'd sleep for a week. Like if it was Ryan Bowen versus Michael Todd booked, I don't think I'd sleep for a week just knowing all the hate that is coming at that match. All the hate.
Oh, man.
Going back to performance, I love you, buddy. I'm glad you are doing very well in life, on and off the screen. You know, you've always got a friend in me, which is good. So people are talking to Michael in the chat, talking to everyone. AW Derek, thank you guys. Will Travis hog the mic or share it with me at East versus West? It's very good.
Derek, you know that I'm a better talker than you. You just sit your big ass down over there and watch the show, okay? Yeah. I'll call you when I need a drink.
Derek, yeah, your best thing, if you want any airtime, is to feed the monster. Just feed him. Feed him questions. Talk about something that leads in to when you're basically, if you're a basketball fan, Derek, you're the Gary Payton to Sean Kemp. Just keep throwing those alley-oops. Just keep throwing. You will look incredible. If you try and outdo Travis being Travis, you will look silly. But if you just feed him, you just feed the monster and just let Travis dunk on everyone.
I really like Derek's commentary.
Derek's brilliant. I like it too.
Well. I had the pleasure of commentating with Derek at East vs West, and I had a blast. I had an absolute blast, and it's probably my favorite commentary moment of East vs West was with Derek, I'd say.
Oh, I'm glad you finished that East versus West because, well, no, I'm actually pretty annoyed because East versus West 2, when we were at your house, we killed it. We absolutely
we did. I think we sold a few pay-per-views that night too.
Oh, and sorry, Ryan, I'll put everyone on mute so they don't hear. But did we help everyone when the stream failed? Didn't you call Don Dries like live on air and help sort it out? I don't know, man. I don't know. Silky Wilkie has said, Aussie, have you ever practiced your commentating? No. Fun fact. It happened at King of the Table. This is how much I probably should prepare a little bit more, but as a natural talker and everything goes, how everything happens, I feel if I plan too much, I'm constantly thinking that. King of the Table 5, Ryan Bowen's in the commentary booth, Aussie Arm Wrestlers on the thing. I open up with my monologue, and I can hear in my ear, Ryan, how long did it take Jake to prepare that monologue? And Ryan just goes, oh, no, he just came up with that then.
That's off the cuff.
yeah, that's just off the cuff. And they're just like, oh.
There is a time when you prepare your thoughts beforehand. But to me, I save that for funerals and wedding speeches. That's about it. That's about the only time I would prepare a thought for a speech. Other than that, I think you'll find most commentators and people that gravitate toward commentary just flow. They don't think forwards in advance and write notes or anything like that.
Yeah, some people have like their stats. Ryan Bowen, 6'1", and he's they try and remember when their last win was, and they may do a bit of research. But Silky, for me, nah, it just comes off because I'm the first one to admit when it all goes wrong as well. So I feel, it just all comes naturally to me. I'm very lucky. That's my talent. Some people are naturally gifted arm wrestlers. Some people are naturally gifted at video making, cooking, playing basketball, whatever. For those that watch my 24-hour podcast, everyone just knows I just talk. That's my thing. That's my thing. 15th of July, 2 weeks after you beat Arden, will you go back and have the rematch? Tim Talmadge is asking. Well, asking, do you want to go over there?
Man, I've had a lot of very enjoyable times in Arizona arm wrestling. I've said it to myself many times that I will return to Arizona. I'm waiting for the gates to open for USA. Is it still May that we're allowed in all of a sudden, Jake? Do you know about
That's the last time I checked, May 11th. The last time I checked was May 11th. Was the last time we were allowed in.
But once those gates are confirmed as open, I'll start looking at options for the USA again. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Tim, mad invite, bro. Just come on the show and invite Ryan. Yeah. We've had breakfast together, Tim, on more than one occasion. This is what you do to me. But can everyone please go subscribe to Arm Sports Entertainment? Let's get through a few comments. Man, Ryan, we're in the trenches.
We were. If you want to know what the trenches were that he was referring to, was like the setup location. For the East vs West before us, the commentators had this nice little sky little booth where they were looking down the stage and could see everything. But the satellite truck arrived for us, so it meant different setup. We were literally like, we couldn't see the event. We were watching on the screen, but we were in this dingy room that looked like an abandoned warehouse, kind of like old run down high school cafeteria sort of thing. Like it was like, what is this? But we had a blast, so it was good fun.
Nah, it's it would have been fun. Z's Guitar account says, someone tell Paul Italia to shut down his podcast. These are Aussie hours. P.S. Derek brought me here. No. He's doing podcasts. That's awesome. Good on him. I don't usually start.
It's my fault. It's my fault. Jake genuinely tried to avoid everyone's lives, but it was my fault because I said I was at the gym. I couldn't do it. I'm keen to go live, but I can't do those times. So I'll take the heat. Sorry, Paul Italia and anyone else who's live at the moment.
Yeah, and I go live all the time, so I can't get too greedy. But don't start me. We did a caption game. Ryan, and it was a picture of LeVan walking his dog, and we asked everyone to name LeVan's dog, and one of them was Poor Italia, and the other one was I literally lost it. I was in tears from that one, and then the second one was someone remind me in the chat. I fucking lost it. It was so funny. Papa says, why are Australians so good at commentating? Aussie Blue, Aussie Man reviews. I don't know. we just have a good yarn.
Aussie Man reviews. He's one of those founding fathers of live commentary on the internet. He's done well. He's entertaining.
Oh, 100%. Thank you very much, Jonathan Mitchell. You have to respect Ryan to keep following his own path and respect that. As for Aussie Arm Wrestler, you dudes are legends. Keep pushing for your dreams always, mate. Oh, 100%. And that's another reason why Ryan and I get along so much, because nothing's mediocre about what our goals are. Nothing's off limits for what our dreams are. So, and we want to help each other. And when we hugged it out, man, at the end of King of the Table 5. We were about after the event, we're both about to go to our rooms, and we're like, we fucking made it, didn't we? We were here. 3 Australians at the one event. So, King Otto wants to know, did I see Ryan curling a 62.5 kilo dumbbell?
Yeah, that's my highest that I've gone on the arm wrestler curls. I think I did 3 reps of that, but you'll see me attempt that again in about 4 weeks' time. I'm in RP 5 week this week, which is the deload week, so I'm doing all light weights again, and then it will start building back up again, and see if we can take that up to 65 kilos.
Oh, okay. I just have to publicly apologise to Tim Talmadge. Might have flown off the handle. Said it was already invited. Might have gone the early crow.
Whoops.
Sorry, Tim. Hey, Tim.
Funny.
Hey, love you. Love you, Tim. Love you, Tim. Both Ryan and I, we've been invited to Monster Factory's events, but we weren't allowed to go. But hopefully we can. We hopefully will be allowed to go. Let me just check a few things. Oh yeah, I need to go back to AWE, and Jonathan Mitchell just goes bang, and has become a YouTube member. Thank you very much. Pepe Panzetti.
Yeah, dude.
First time I'd seen him pull live.
Oh, really? Really?
One Victoria State on the weekend. Everyone was telling him won nationals. Lost to Brett on the left arm because he just gave everything to Brett. But yeah,
dude, his performance looked amazing at the Vic State titles. He caught my attention very quickly. That he's in good form. He's from memory. I've looked up and I've spoken to him before, but from memory, he is a former junior youth world champion. He was he's been the overall rank 1 for Brazil. I think he's finished as high as 4th in the seniors at WAF Worlds as well. He's a stud, and he's lightning fast, and he's entertaining, and he's living here in Australia, and he will definitely be getting an invite to an AWE card very soon. Absolute firecracker.
Yeah, absolutely love him. And I don't care what people say. I've always been a fan of Monster Michael Todd. He says, rock on, legends. We got to get some rest. Double King's move it is, Ryan. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much. Guys, we're probably going to go for about another 5 or 10 minutes. Ryan's got to have his afternoon nap after his big workout. And my mum's still waiting for me. We've just finished lunch early. My mum's over visiting Zadie. So 5 or 10 minutes. But really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And Ryan, I hope you come to an Arm Gods event. I hope we can get you over to an Arm Gods event soon. You would fit right in. Engens for
we're talking about.
So where does this roll on? So AWE July 1st, Adelaide Oval. Can't wait. It's going to be mega. You versus Artem. So it's you versus quickly the 4th match. Jamie Barrett. Jamie Barrett, my man. I still owe Matt Connolly and Dave. I owe him $100. We had a bet because they're juniors Hasma. But he's going against the arm wrestling whisperer.
Yes. Now that was accidentally leaked before the whisperer has confirmed all of his passport details and all that sort of stuff, but it should be fine. But yes, that is the intended match. Jamie Barrett against the arm wrestling whisperer. Huge match there for our 70-kilo stud in Jamie Barrett and the whisperer. I believe about the same weight. So these guys are right at each other. They have met before. When Jamie went to the USA, they pulled each other in the tournament, and Whisperer took the first one, put Jamie in the B draw, but then Jamie came back and knocked the Whisperer out once the Whisperer found himself in the B draw as well. So it's a 1-1 situation for them at the moment. Would love to see a very, I imagine, passionate super match, that one.
And also, not only that, like he's got a very strong following, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. He's got some big numbers.
He's the next sort of schoolboy. He's pulling those numbers. He's cracked the code, and he is away, and he's doing well. So he's got a big audience, and we're very appreciative of him coming down. So it should be an amazing event. There's actually, I got to say about AWE, it's very exciting. Like the team, Dave Stockbridge, Matt Connolly, myself, we all bring different sets of skills, and we're not aiming small on this. We're aiming very big. And we've already, like, I'll say it for AWE 2, all athletes' travel and accommodation is paid for. And that in itself is something that Australian arm wrestlers have never experienced before. All athletes' travel and accommodation fully paid for. And obviously we've got the internationals as well in the same scenario. And we have options for people to be branded. Like, we have a very good marketing team where we're coaching everybody who is on an AWE roster. We are hand feeding and coaching them the marketing for them to release on their channels. We don't want we understand that athletes don't necessarily have the experience to start marketing themselves aggressively straight off the bat. So we have a really good pipeline of stuff, and we're not trying to restrict it to just AWE channels. We're doing the exact opposite of this subject that's been on recently. We're saying maximum exposure. All of you guys, please feel free to share it on your own channels as much as possible. Every athlete gets the right to share their own match on any platform they want after the event. And yeah, so we're taking a very different approach to what has been, like I said, the subjects of the last 72 hours, where everyone's been, don't talk about my stuff. We're doing the exact opposite. We're saying far and wide, and we're making it. We're trying to grow stars for the sport.
Yeah, because we definitely need more stars. More stars mean more matches. More matches mean more events, because we all can't just go on the two big ones. Ryan and I would love to come to Kentucky Battlegrounds next year. Just sort it out. We need our flights, accommodation, and we need to get paid, because, like, it sounds so rude, but this is both of our jobs. We're both full-time arm wrestlers. So I want to come to Kentucky. I got invited to Kentucky this year from Ben, but I wasn't allowed in the country. So once we're allowed, to go over there, I'm sure Ryan and I will have a bit of a US tour, and we'll go around and have it. Irving Brown says, you ever need any help in Australia? I'm definitely down to do whatever is needed. Maybe someday the production will be able to get some subscribers over there. Would love to meet everyone. We would love to meet you as well, mate. Of course we would. I want to meet everyone. Would there be, like, say in the next 12 months, things are going well, I can see AWE versus Arm Gods.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love what Arm Gods are doing, and AWE. You can imagine, you can expect to see AWE cross the oceans as well. Like, AWE won't just be limited to Australia. You'll see AWE pop up all around the world.
That's what we want to say. Oh, speaking of Arm Gods, Marcus Thompson has just gone bang. He goes, in the new year, let's start a new concept. Promotions, fight promotion. Oh, great minds think alike. I did not see this. Arm Gods will host team versus team. On a personal note, it's great to see how much you boys have independently grown in the sport. Be real, be yourself, bow to no one. Well, unless I say. Okay, well,
never fall for Travis's trick. Never fall for Travis's trick. He does it at every event that he ever hosts. Have you seen it?
What's that?
Where he gets the whole pub to stand up. Everyone stand up. All right, okay. Now put your hands up in the air. All right, and then now just lean forward. And he gets the whole room to start worshiping him.
Oh, that is brilliant. But no, I am down for it, and thank you very much, Marcus. Thank you very much. Gizmo, AWE stands for Arm Wrestling Entertainment. Arm Wrestling Entertainment, a new promotion here in Australia, which I'm very excited for, because we've had Garage Wars. They're doing really well. They've had two great events, but we just need more events here in Australia. But I'm really liking team versus team format, because Arm Gods was kind of like that. We had Team UK versus Team Canada, or UK and Ireland, the British Isles versus Canada. So I think it's brilliant. I think it's going to be great. Guys, get some last questions in 5 minutes. Get some really good questions in for Ryan. Nothing's off limits unless I say so, like that flog earlier. It's so dumb. Like, he got hidden for saying delusional. So I unhit him. And I was like, dude, like, it's all right. And then he just starts ragging on your wife. And I'm like, nope, that's it for me. See you later.
You're right.
You genuine vlog. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And if anyone's got any final questions for the man, Ryan, David, Marcus, thank you so much for everything. Marcus made me break a record, Ryan, for the most expensive arm wrestling card. I have the most expensive arm wrestling card in the world. Did you see the auction?
I didn't see it happen, but I saw the result. You sold it for $1,000 or something, was it?
$1,500 US. Bang. What? And it's this one here. So I've got to send that one to Marcus. I posted the other one that sold for $430 US. And now at East versus West, we're going to do a giveaway. So Uncle John and I are going to pick 3 matches. And if you pick all 3, you go in the draw to win one. And don't worry, Ryan, our arm wrestling cards, they're getting there. After bloody Todzilla hurt himself, that kind of put a halt on things. But Uncle John in the next 2 weeks is meeting with someone to land a big, big name. And I'll send it to you in a private chat. And look, sorry, John, but I'll let the cat out the bag. With our cards, Ryan is another athlete. So there's going to be Uncle John trading cards, Aussie Arm Wrestler trading cards, Ryan Blue Bowen trading cards. We're going to land a big fish and a legend. But it's not the legend you all are probably guessing right now. Right, let's get there. Some ripper questions coming in. Engens, Forehead Taco, says you have both increased arm wrestling exposure by leaps and bounds, tirelessly. Keep doing exactly what you do. Bullying be damned to hell. Great work holding your ground, kicking ass and taking names. Thank you very much, Engens, Forehead Taco. Although I would like my subscriber numbers to be closer to Ryan's, but hey, to be at
how many years? How many years are you in? How many years is your YouTube channel in?
12.6. 12.6 and some change.
12.6. Hang on, what? No. I said how many years you've been at it?
Oh, years. The YouTube channel, I think 2.5.
Yeah, so I got to 10,000 subscribers at like year 7.
Oh yeah, but yours was a bit different. Then I'm seeing channels that just rip off everyone's content, go straight to 10,000. Like 10,000 is almost the 1,000 now. So it's getting in there. Quick question. Thank you very much, Engens Forehead Taco. Whenever shit hits the fan, you know, Ryan and I will stand our ground.
No, I've seen all your comments, man. I appreciate you, Engens Forehead Taco. I've seen you being very vocal in this last 72 hours of debates on this show. Thank you.
Yeah. Papa, what are Ryan's strength goals for the next 6 months?
My strength goals of the next 6 months. Well, I work in 3-month blocks. I'm waking up my deadlift at the moment. I'm waking up my lower body and my I'm even squatting and all that sort of stuff. But the bench press and all those sorts of things, in 6 months I'd like to be benching 150.
150. Holy crap. I can only bench 100. Does Ryan know about Meat Stock event in Queensland?
Yeah, up in Toowoomba, I think it is. There's an amateur tournament coming up. I'm not sure of the date, but it's a if you as long as you've never podiumed at nationals or a state title, you're welcome there. So it's free reign. There's opportunities to get the taste of victory for the guys that are still climbing that ladder. I believe it's Jordan Davis that's actually coordinating that event with the Toowoomba club. Should be a good one.
There you go. Jonathan Mitchell with a super chat. Thank you very much, Jonathan Mitchell. Says Aussie Arm Wrestler is the next big thing in arm wrestling commentary. Thank you very much. An analysis for Ryan Blue Bowen. We know it, Ryan. We crush it together. Throw in Uncle John as well. It's just magic. He says, let's go. What's next for you both? So, Ryan, we've been talking about AWE. What's next after that? And then I'll...
what's next for me in terms of the YouTube and commentary side of things and production is investing my energy into a style of content that you've never seen me do before. I won't give it away. But there's a new direction of production coming. I'm still going to be, as an athlete, I'm still focusing on becoming the best arm wrestler I can. I feel like this next chapter of production maybe it'll ultimately be more enjoyable for me to do, and if I'm enjoying it, it'll be better for you guys as well, because it'll make content that you enjoy is always the best formula.
That's right. For me, I am heading to deep water, deep in the Midlands of New South Wales, to commentate Lachlan Adair versus Matarangi Heta Morris, which will be probably live on my channel. I just hope my camera can last streaming like an hour, like my good camera, because I don't really want to stream it off my phone. Otherwise, I'll film it and release it.
Hopefully, where's that? It was in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully, the data is sufficient.
Oh, apparently he signed up to some Elon Musk thing. Apparently, their internet
okay, all good,
really good.
All
You should come for the drive, Ryan. 4-hour drive from where you are.
Yeah.
But that's my next event. Yeah, it's the day before East versus West. And I've got heaps of international trips later on this year. Johnny Cooper, would you boys ever considering putting on more amateur events in Australia to help get more Australians out there? I'm down. It's just a lot of work, a lot of venue, a lot of responsibility, and we just don't have enough refs.
The Australian Arm Wrestling Federation's probably got that covered pretty well. There is a state title in every state. There's a national title every year as well. So, and then there's club events that happen kind of below them as well, pretty regularly. So, Johnny, just I don't know which state you're from, man, but I think there's more opportunities than you perhaps are aware of. Speak to your local club members and all sorts of stuff and get amongst it.
Yeah. Oh, are you from my way? Are you from Victoria? If so, if you are, drop me a message and I'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. Ryan, Technical Breakdown is one of the best in the commentary. Hey,
Thanks,
Laurie
mate.
Cole in the chat, living legend of arm wrestling. Laurie Cole, way to go, Ryan. Keep up the great work. Hey, Laurie, I'm doing my 25-hour one. I'm going to put out a video because Laurie kicked off the chat. Which is amazing. Kicked off the chat at the last 24-hour stream. Guys, we will wrap up the show there. Thank you all so much for joining us. I know you just really wanted to hear us rag on the situation in the last 72 hours. But one, I just wanted to have a chat with Ryan for all you to see. Two, I really believe in AWE, and it even helps that it's in my country. So I'm very excited for that. And anything Ryan Bowen gets behind, I'm definitely going to support it. So it's going to be brilliant. And just and I just wanted Ryan to throw out, you did it at the start, just some facts, because you see everyone quick to have their own story. And then, because everyone was ragging on you for going public, but I kind of was hoping you'd say it, and you did, that you had private conversations to try and sort it out. You try and sort everything out privately, but then when you called out publicly, you had nothing. Nothing.
It was. If I can do it again if you want. If for everyone who's here, it was the timeline of it was this. For me anyway, Engen made his post asking for everyone to kindly not go live. I messaged Engen and initiated a conversation about that because I truly believed he was not seeing the value that we were adding. There was no agreement was able to be reached. I suggested some middle grounds be found. It was clear that the conversation was going nowhere between us, and he blocked me. I then went to Reddit. I missed the step of sorry. Yeah, so that was it. Before he blocked me, sorry, I made a big, long, lengthy community post that was incredibly respectful. However, declared in that I still will go live. I was blocked. I mentioned I was blocked. He got deeply, I think, offended by the fact that I said cheekily, I'm not even commentating his accent. And then a day goes by. I got a couple of calls. I got a call from Devon. I got a call from people like Paul Lynn. A call from Pradeep. I got calls from a few people. And I became aware that he was stressed to the point where it was not good. Engen was stressed with the level
and we
that
don't
the internet.
Want that.
Yeah, we don't want that. With the level that the internet was attacking Engen. And so I said, okay, look, I'll back off on it. I put out another very respectful community post saying that, all right, I won't go live. What I would like to do is encourage for Engen and his team to collect as much data as possible when we all don't go live. Let's analyze it, and then let's go live again for the next one with an affiliate link so I can promote and see whether or not there is a positive or lack thereof it effect on East vs West live streams. And then we can compare notes and move forward. And I said, I think in the community post, I encourage that all be respectful. We drop any vitriol and recognize that all players involved have the best of intentions for the sport. And then after that long post, which I thought was an olive branch, I woke up to the crocodile tears one and a wave of literally active attempts to cancel my involvement from the sport. So I was like, wow, okay. And then I made my video saying mirror, mirror. And then after all of that, he then said live streams are okay.
Don't even get me started on that. That was hilarious. But Ryan, man, thank you very much. He says, hey, gents, Ryan, same ref at AWE 2.
Yes, but you won't recognize him. He'll be a different man. He'll be a different man. He will. The refereeing will be utterly different to what you saw. It won't be like that again.
Okay. Thank you very much. And Laurie, if you've got a question, thank you very much, Laurie, for your massive, generous donation. You're amazing. Thank you very much. You've always been a support over the years, Laurie, and I really do appreciate it. I still want that interview with you, Laurie, when you are ready. You are always welcome. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate everyone. Mimimski's in there. Dominic says, I do think you should all not go live for the stats only. I offered that, and I've said it many times. I've said it for about 12 months. But the problem is someone's going to do it. If we all publicly say we're not going to do it, someone's going to jump on it and go, oh, okay, well, if they're not doing it, now I can get views for my channel.
Look, I can say it to everyone right now. I will most definitely be going live for this one now. After all this is said and done, I will most definitely be going live. And I'm going to do it in a way that is very enjoyable. I've invited Lachlan Adair, Marcus Satirai, and Ethan Tunstall, and we are all going to chill. We're going to have a beer in our hands, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be and this was one of the compromises that I was talking about, was rather than it being a direct commentary, it'll be 4 guys hanging out, having a blast, reacting.
A watch party. Yeah.
And so I'm like, that was one of my proposals as the middle ground. But anyway, that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to actually just sitting down with Marcus Atirai for six hours, laughing and then hearing some stories, and Lachlan and Ethan. I think it'll be a good show.
Yeah, and Uncle John and I will be doing our thing over on ours. So have both of our videos up, both of our windows, because we all know Ryan smashes me when it comes to the live commentary and the numbers.
You're closing that door pretty quick.
I don't know, man. Nah, it's good though. I love it because what people don't know is a lot of you guys might, but Ryan and I aren't enemies when it comes to that, because the first thing we do afterwards is celebrate each other's successes. We send each other our stats, what worked, what didn't work, and things like that. So it's not like, oh, damn it, Ryan had 10,000 people. I'm like the first one to go, you son of a bitch, how good was that? And Ryan's the same. He's like, whoa, look at your super chats or your attention, your duration and things like that. So, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if we could all wish a big thank you very much to Ryan Blue Bowen for joining us. He's alive. He's not cancelled. He's up and about. We're here for fun. And hopefully hopefully this is the end of all the live commentary debate for future events, because I do enjoy that everyone has their opinion, but for someone to like almost have a mental breakdown, I'm not a fan of that. My heart's just full of love. It's just full of love. But I think Ryan's become 44% stronger of that. Ryan, you want to finish off the show?
Oh man, always. Why not? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for having me on the show. It's my pleasure to be part of this awesome community. And Jake Ward, you dead set legend. Ready, bang!
Yeah.